Thank you, Chairman, and also thanks to all the members who talked before me. I have been working in the computerization in the government for the last 34 years. I was the man who put the district information system document integrating about 28 sectors way back in 1985 to bring in an integrated approach of database development for decision support. We have now crossed more than 25 years. And we also seen a lot of changes, developments, IT institutionalization rather than decision support systems institutionalization in government from district to state and the central government. When this was present to the district collectors conference in 1986-87, which was organized by the former Prime Minister, Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, I was one of the resource person to present to the district collectors on the district program. One of the suggestions from the district collectors were that these are all sectoral approach, we should also have an area-based approach. We initiated a program with the help of Planning Commission, village level information system, block level information system, and the district level information systems. When this was launched and in many states it was made successful, when we put up to the Planning Commission that now this program is successful, why don't you institutionalize it so that it can go in all the districts without any disturbances? The Planning Commission and the then Joint Secretary of State Plans said that since it is successful, let the state government experiment it. They put a full stop. In 1995, when the whole world was talking about Rio Earth Summit recommendations, Agenda 21, Chapter 14, it gave a chance to me to work on ICT in agricultural sector when nobody in the country wanted to talk about IT in agriculture sector. As you know, that is a 85%, about 75 to 80% of the people live in rural area, and India is an agrarian economy. And we conducted a conference in 1995 that is called ISDA 95, Informatics for Sustainable Agriculture Development, and we recommended to the government about 15 informatics network in agriculture sector. And we also recommended 3 to 5% of the agricultural budget should be earmarked for IT in agriculture sector. That makes the government to bring out guidelines to make 2 to 3% of the every department's budget to be made as an IT in agriculture, IT in every department. Now, after 25 years, I have been studying it, I have been seeing it. I was also involved in the eGovernance program implementation. I would like to, and now my team is completely involved in agricultural mission mode project in, of the National eGovernance program. It's going up to the district level is very easy, but walking down to the village is quite complex. When you would like to talk to the farmer, you would like to talk to him in his own language. And India has got about something like 1,600 languages and so many dialects. How to overcome that? The chairman talked about that how to help the bottom of the pyramid. Even in India, information processing in local Indian languages is not a compulsory subject in computer science education. And how to generate scientific manpower to bring in information processing in Indian languages. That is an important thing, that if India has to come forward to go down to the village level to make India as a digital society. So digital inclusion of rural India is a key to socio-economic changes, the challenges and opportunities. I would like to talk about only 7 slides. This is ICT Policy 2012 Strategies of the Department of Electronics and Information Technology. about the items which covered under serial number 2 to 6 are more important. That India is connected to internet, and Indians, there's more than 850 million handsets are available. I am now implementing a very big project that's called National Animal Disease Reporting System in 7,032 locations, connecting all the block level veterinary offices to monitor about 143 animal disease. 25 years back, I was instrumental in going down to the district level computerization program, when after 25 years, when you go down to the block level, in block level veterinary offices, there is no electricity. And then BSNL is not in a position to provide broadband connectivity. If these are all the situations, I'm talking about India as a whole, it may be successful in some states and so on and so forth. And how to reach the villages, how to reach the common man. And the socio-economic sectors like healthcare, education, agriculture, rural development, commerce, and e-governance. When you go down to the rural India, these are all more important. And the shell must break before the bird can fly. If rural India has to smile, has to shine, has to roar, ICT for sustainable rural livelihood is more important than that. Yes, when we talk about financial inclusion, the immediate measure is to open an account in a bank. When we talk about digital inclusion, we have not even talked about an email address to every Indian citizen. It is easy to create. We have to create our email addresses in Gmail, Yahoo, and Hotmail, and so on and so forth. If we know that every government official has got an email address, and we also know the benefits, we are also having the benefits of email addresses and to get information and so on and so forth. Mr. Courier talked about that they are going to give the email address to the houses. It will be very nice that since we are giving Aadhaar identification number to the person, but if it is also, it is very easy to give an email address if there is an India mail server available in India, and the service is available in at least 22 languages which are constitutionally recognized, you see the country where it will be. And how these e-services will be automatically put into service. That there will be a workflow, there has to be a decision support system, there has to be a database development, there has to be a structure in which the citizen will have a direct contact with the government, and be it in the panchayat level or the municipality level or in the district level or the state level or the central government level. So this way I strongly feel that the road ahead with respect to e-governance is that let it take any number of time, any number of years, but it doesn't take much time if there is a bill that email to every Indian citizen is a must. That I have been telling in many of the NIC state units which are functioning in even small UTs. Why can't we start with the UTs, even small UTs? That why can't we start with the pilot panchayats? Data centers are available throughout the country. The chairman was telling that out of 27 states, the state centers data centers are available now. So state-wide area networks are available. Now 2.35 lakh panchayat, they will be having a fiber optics network with 100 Mbps speed. How to bring the water through the pipe for delivery to the common man. When I wrote the plan for a National Informatics Center, I suggested these 3 schemes. The Smart Village. Smart Village means that what type of information can be digitized? If it is not possible to get digitized, what all the information can be scanned and put over there? If that information also is not possible to get scanned, how to interview people and make it available. Means how to get information about every individual, about his capability, so that some sort of a socio-economic and agroeconomic facilities can be made for every individual and he can be available in the Facebook. So, and the program for bridging disparities and divides at the grassroots level is a great program. Now, when we would like to go for e-governance to be successful at the grassroots level, because village is complex in nature, technology has to be made available now. And we have a remote sensing satellite, remote sensing data, but there is nobody to interpret that information meaningful to the farmer, meaningful to the common man, how to use this information there. This is a program which we are in the process of implementing it. I find a very serious problem that many of the mission mode projects are all in the structured nature. Agriculture is a sector which is not structured, which is semi-structured, unstructured. And when this is the services which have been announced, and many of the states, they don't have a citizen service for agriculture services. If you don't have a government structure for any service, how to introduce e-governance? By not creating a portal in the local language is not going to solve the problem. So when we looked into it, that people say that when you talk to the officials, you create a program and then we will start suggesting that what has to be improved upon. This is happening in the states where they are all, it's being labeled as IT savvy states. So when you look at it, yes, infrastructures are available, data centers are available. When you look at it, that how ICT is facilitating a common man, when you look at the impact assessment, it is a shock. Providing Acromet advisory services alone can be a big impact. According to the National Council of Applied Economic Research report of 2010, by providing 25% of the farmer the meteorology information in time, it gives an economic impact of 25,000 crores. By providing this information about 100% of the farmer, the economic impact is 2,11,615 crores. Can we make at least this one service as a mission mode project to the farmer, to every farmer in the country he produces food for us? He is the backbone for food security to make agrometeorological information to the farmer 100%, so that 2,11,615 crores as an economic impact can be brought back to the country. So this is an important thing, that government management is an important thing that we would like to document to make e-governance program successful. We made successful this program. We were able to network 3,500 wholesale mandis, 300 commodities, 2,000 varieties. There are about 7,000 wholesale mandis and 22,000 rural mandis. We have been telling that why did you make it as a national mission mode project? Nobody is interested in the country to make AgmarNet as a national mission. I have been telling for the last 7 years. When National Mission Mode project was being talked about it, I gave that make only AgmarNet, but it has been changed to agriculture as a sector. Because this one project alone, which has been experimented, it can bring 300 commodities portal. It can have each commodity-wise supply chain. It can help farmers like anything. It can be provided in 22 languages, services that. Another one small project. I'm very happy, I don't know if Secretary IT in Kerala would have been there, because it's started from the Kerala state. And it has happened before the Mumbai attack took place. When the Mumbai attack took place, every one of you must have seen one boat by the name Kuber, which has brought the militants. But it took time to find out, to trace out the details of the owner of the boat. But 1 month before, we present to the government that this is a good project which has been done in Kerala of fishing vessels registration. Why don't we roll out in all the coastal states and coastal union territories, 9 coastal states and 4 union territories? But Mumbai attack took place. The government of India decided to roll out. Today, this one project today, we were able to, register about 2 lakhs fishing vessels in the country. It means that even each vessel carries about 5 fishermen. It means 10 lakh people are in the sea. Security is more important. And now all the Navy, all the coastal security related agencies are using this one common database. It's the Intergovernment Information Exchange. Standardization is more important than that. Second one is that now the government took a decision. It has gone for uniform registration. Government process re-engineering took place here. We were able to make 166 registrars. The district level, fisheries officers have been made as registrars for this particular project. Now the next one is that when the fisherman goes to the sea, until the family comes to and report to the district collector or the Tahsildar, my man has gone to the sea and he has not returned back. We don't know what has happened. Now we have decided to issue a boarding pass. When he is venturing to the sea, he will also take it from either from the Common Services Center or from these registrars, that because the government also gives the subsidies and so on and so forth, why can't we give a boarding pass so that at any point of time, where all the agencies related to the coastal security will be in a position to trace out. See, a well-defined integrated information system will bring in all related government agencies for decision support with less cost, optimal utilization of resources. This is the road ahead, and it is more important. And there can be one recommendation from this conference, that e-government, if e-governance has to be successful, e-government has to be successful. And if that e-government is not going, if we are going to work on islands, and if there are Berlin walls in between every government department, and I think that investment is not going to bring in returns. So the challenges and opportunities to start with every army, when there is a long march, the first step is an important thing. That my request will be that can we have an India mail server to start with in this country? Thank you very much.